What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Expanded Thursday, and we're finally looking at a Ho-Oh Huntail deck. Now, I know this deck has been requested multiple times, but the problem I was having is I didn't have any Ho-Ohs, but I finally traded enough to get three of them. The deck probably needs a fourth one, but right now we're just going to run three and see how it goes here. Well, let's go over the Pokemon real quick. We have Huntail in here. It has 100 HP. It's kind of low HP, but it has a very strong attack. It has Powerful Storm here. This attack does 20 damage times the amount of energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So not just Huntail, all of them, which is pretty strong there. Now you might be saying, alright Squeaky, usually you only attach one energy per turn. You're going to need at least 9 turns before you start swinging 180 to knock out the majority of Pokemon. But that's where Ho-Oh comes in here. Ho-Oh is here to save the day. I think it's Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh. Probably saying it wrong, but that's how I'm going to say it here. But it has the ability to rebirth once during your turn before you attack. If this Pokemon is in your discard pile, you may flip a coin if heads, put this Pokemon onto your bench, and attach 3 different types of basic energy cards from your discard pile to this Pokemon. And you can do this for each Ho-Oh. So if you have 3 in there, you can flip 3 different coins to try to get Ho-Oh out. And you have to put 3 different basic energies on it. But if you can go turn 1, get really crazy, you can get 3 Ho-Ohs with 3 different energies, which is 9 attached per turn. That's 10 energies, so potentially 200 damage threat turn 2, ready to go if you can pull that combo off. And you can use Rainbow Burn. It does 20 and then does 20 more damage for each different type of basic energy attached to this Pokemon. It doesn't seem that very strong. We're just going to attack with Huntail, and hopefully it goes great there. But we play one Jirachi for Stellar Guidance, just in case you don't have a supporter. You get Ultra Ball, get a Jirachi, maybe get a Juniper, or N, depending on your situation. And we have one Mr. Mime here, just in case you play against Landy Bats, or Landers in general, or maybe Kieran. They can easily knock out your Clamperls. They only have 50 HP, so with a Golbat and a Landorus, they can actually knock out your Clamperl on the bench, which is pretty scary there. So you need some way to protect your Clamperls. And that's all the Pokemon in the deck here. Now let's go over the trainers and supporters. We play 3 Acrobikes. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put one of them in your hand, discard the other card. And this is just to help you discard energies even faster. The original list that I've seen online didn't play Acrobikes, and I think that was before it came out here. So we're going to use Acrobike just, look at the top 2 cards, you're going to pick one. Hopefully you discard energy and you keep going on your way. We're just using to help you discard as many energies and as many Ho-Oh as you can turn 1. For Battle Compressor, discard 3 cards from your hand, or from your deck, so that's the way you're discarding Ho-Ohs, you're discarding some energies. And you can start flying really quick with 4 Battle Compressor. And we play a Dowsing Machine in here, just so you can reuse certain item cards. Maybe you need to reuse Battle Compressor, you need to reuse maybe Silver Bangles, supporters. I think it's really good just to use Battle Compressor over again to get more energies in the discard pile, because with 4, you discard 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's if you play it right, you could discard everything with all 4 of your Battle Compressors, but if you prize one, you can't get it back. And it's just good to use Dowsing Machine just in case you have to discard Super Rod or something like that. And speaking of Super Rod, Super Rod's pretty good in this deck. Like I said earlier, the Huntail has a low HP count, so it can easily get knocked out fairly quickly. But with Super Rod, you can shuffle 3 in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy cards from your discard pile back into your deck. So you can shuffle a 1/1 Huntail with the water energy and start swinging, or start helping your deck out some. Maybe you have to discard a Huntail earlier with a Juniper or something, so you can get it back with Super Rod, which is pretty cool here. We play 2 Switch just in case your opponent does a Lysander or a Ho-Oh, or you start with one of your Pokemon that's not a Clamperl. And even then, you probably want to start with Mr. Mime, just because it has 70 HP, it's harder to knock out. Clamperl, like I said, has 50. So I can easily get one-shotted there. For Ultra Ball, and once again, Ultra Ball is going to help you discard your energies, and help you get some Clamperls, maybe some Ho-Ohs out. And you can also Ultra Ball, discard a Ho-Oh and an energy if you need to. Now we play 4 VS Seeker here to reuse supporters, which is pretty good, because just like a Battle Compressor, you can discard some supporter cards if you don't have any in your hand, but you have a VS Seeker. So we play 1 Colress, 1 Lysander, 3 N, 4 Juniper. Now we play 2 Skyro Bridge. The retreat cost of each basic Pokemon is 1 less. So that way your Ho-Oh only has a 1 retreat cost, your Jirachi has a 0 retreat cost, and your Mr. Mime has a 0 retreat cost. And I guess technically your Clamperl has a 1 retreat cost, just in case they do Lysander it up. But if they're Lysandering up, they're pretty much knocking out Clamperl. We have 1 Tropical Beach. You have a lot of cards you could draw into to get the Tropical Beach. You have the 3 Acrobikes in your supporter. So maybe you hit Tropical Beach. Tropical Beach says during your player's turn, during your turn, you get drawn. You have 7 cards in your hand. If you do, that player ends their turn, which is pretty strong there. Because you can't attack turn 1, so if you can get Tropical Beach out turn 1, you can start using it. But you need Stadium cards in this deck because if Silent Lab comes out, it can shut down your Ho-Oh, and you're pretty much in big trouble there. 2 Silver Bangles, that way you do 30 more damage to an active Pokemon EX, and then you play every single type of energy and 6 water. And that's the deck there. It's pretty much a straightforward standard deck, or straightforward deck, not standard, it's expanded deck. But hopefully you enjoy this deck list, and let's see it in action. Alright, so putting against Gnome Honey, playing a Psychic Steel Dragon colorless deck. That's a lot of different types there. Heads, we get to go first, and fairly nice for us. Because like I said earlier, we're going to need at least 2 turns to attack, because you're attacking with Huntail, which is a stage 1 Pokemon, so you can't attack with a Clamperl turn 1. And let's see, why do we start here, and okay, I mean, we have a decent start. We got a Clamperl, we got a Jirachi, Silver Bengal, Battle Compressor. Okay, so we start Clamperl, of course. Put the Jirachi in our hand, and here we see a Jirachi. Alright, so my opponent actually starts Jirachi. So here I'm going to Ultra Ball, discard a Skyro Bridge, and a Ho-Oh. Here I'm actually going to grab another Ho-Oh, put it to my hand. Okay, put the Water Energy down. Battle Compressor, here we'll discard 3 different types of energy, so we'll discard a Grass, we'll discard a Dark, and a Fire. Okay, put the Silver Bangle here, put down the Jirachi, search for a supporter card, and of course we're going to get a Juniper to discard this Ho-Oh. Alright, put it down, and let's see what we draw into now. Hopefully we get another Clamperl down, and we can discard a Ho-Oh and a Steel Energy. Okay. And here we get another Clamperl. So we got all 3 Ho-Ohs in the discard pile turn 1. Very, very strong for us. But we don't have a supporter for next turn, which is kind of scary. If they knock out our active Clamperl, we'll be in trouble here. So we'll get the Clamperl here. We have 2 Huntail's prize. Okay. But we have Super Rod, so we know that's in the deck too. So we get the Clamperl. Minute was taking a second. And let's see here. We're going to use Rebirth number 1. Tails, use abilities, we'll Rebirth number 2, Tails. Alright, we're doing great so far. Let's use Rebirth number 3. And Heads. Alright, sweet. So we get 1, 2, oh, okay, it's select them individually. 2, so 3rd time's the charm, right? That's what they say. Alright, and here we'll just end our turn. So next turn we can Powerful Storm for 20, 40, 60, 80, 9, 10, 11 to this Jirachi, knocking it out. So very strong turn 1 for us. But right now we don't have a supporter, like I said, but we do have a Lysander, so for some reason my opponent retreats there. Here we see a Verbeek coming down, we see a Laser, Heads, putting our Clamperl to sleep. Boo, don't do that. Come on now. But we have the Huntail in hand, so we can just wake up here. We see a Juniper coming down, discarding a double Dragon Energy and 2 Psychic Energies. Okay. Let's see, my opponent gets a Zubat. Okay, and another Zubat, alright. There's a Latios coming down, which has the attack fast rate, so it can do 40 damage to us next turn. And Heads, we wake up, but that doesn't matter either way. We got the Clamperl, we got the Huntail going here. Do we have 3 energies? We only have 1. Alright, and we'll put down the Clamperl, and here we'll just Powerful Storm for the knockout, taking first 2 prizes. Alright, we get a supporter for next turn. Very nice. Hopefully we can get some more energies in the discard pile, flow some Heads with some Ho-Oh. Here we see a Level Ball coming out, probably getting the Golbat, putting 20 damage on our Huntail. And then we'll be up to 50. And the Fast Raid won't knock us out straight away. He'll need another Golbat or a Muscle Band or a Laser. He has multiple options in his deck though. So Huntail's up to 50 now. We see a Juniper. Does he get another Golbat? Does he get a Laser? He actually needs another energy too. So let's see what happens here. There's the Muscle Band. Does he have the energy or not? It's the question. There's a Level Ball. Getting another Golbat, I presume. There's a Golbat. I'd guess, presume, guess. I don't know which one's the right word. I'm not sure. So Golbat put 20. If it goes in the Huntail here, that'll show that he doesn't have an energy in his hand. But if he puts on the Clamperl, he pretty much has the energy. And let's see. Okay, it goes on Jirachi here. He's going to slowly try to knock out the Jirachi. Here we see a Level Ball probably getting another Zubat. But the big question of the day, does he have an energy or not? And if he doesn't, we can VerSeeker, grab, I guess a Juniper. That's the only real thing we have. Let's see, what is he going to do here? Do we see a pass or not? And we do. Okay, very nice for us. So here we get a Huntail. Put it down. We'll attach. No, we'll Verse Seeker and get a Juniper. We'll just discard the water energy. Okay. Here we get an Acrobike. We'll grab the Verse Seeker. Not what I was looking for. But we can Gas Machine, discard the Ultra Ball, and a Coerce just to get in the discard pile for later. Grab a Battle Compressor, and we can play it here. And we'll discard. We already have a Water Energy in the discard pile. Put a Fairy, Fighting, and a Psychic. Okay, here we'll use abilities. Rebirth, give me heads, buddy. There we go. So it gets 1 energy. Gets, it doesn't really matter. 2. And lucky number 3. Alright. So now we're doing 20, 40, 60, 80, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm only doing 140 if I did my math correct. So let's Powerful Storm here. Oh, for 170. Oh, I did the math wrong somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, yeah, that is a knockout. Oops, I'm silly. Alright, so we take 1 prize card there, 1 more prize card. So about turn 3 or 4, we're doing 170 damage. Pretty strong for us here. Looks like we're going to take a commanding lead here, but my opponent probably has multiple Crobats here, which can knock us out, which is kind of scary. Now, 20, 40, 60, 80. Maybe we can Lysander for Golbat and knock it out with Ho-Oh. That seems like a cool play that we can do. Here we see an Ultra Ball. Discards a Mega Latios and a Lysander. If he got the Mega Latios out last turn, we could have knocked him out. But here we see Crobat coming down. Probably going down to one of the actives here. So it goes on the active Huntail. I'm just going to set up Ho-Oh here. It's just going to take a hit if it needs to. And like I said, we can also Lysander for Golbat or a Zubat and actually take a knockout. Yep, there's 30 damage there. He needs 1 more Crobat, though, to knock us out here. Or he could just put a Psychic Energy and use Skill Dive. Hopefully he just gets the other Crobat, though. It's weird that I always cheer for my opponent. Here we see a Latios coming down. Okay. Muscle Band on it. Now, if he decides to attack with it, which it seems like he wants to, we can just send up Clamperl and try to knock him out. Let's see. Here we see a Scoop Up Cyclone picking up the Crobat. Okay. Sends up the Latios, puts down Golbat, putting 20 damage on, let's see, probably the active. And I'm actually just going to set up this Clamperl, let it get knocked out. And the reason why I'm doing this is my opponent has a Crobat in hand. He can put 30 damage down and then do the Muscle Band. Let's see here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that actually doesn't knock us out. But if he has a laser, he can. Ooh, this is tricky. We'll still send it to Clamperl. I think that's a fine play here. We'll just sacrifice the Clamperl. We have another one in hand. So yeah, we'll just do that. Here comes a Zubat, a Crobat, putting 30 damage. Probably on the Jirachi or the Huntail. Let's see where he decides to put it at. Maybe on the Jirachi and probably take his last 2 prizes that way. So we see 3 damage counters go down to Jirachi. And here we'll see a knockout for sure. Now, how many Huntails are in the discard pile? Just 1, 2, 3. We know we have 2 prizes. There's some Super Rock coming back, Jirachi, Crobat, and Psychic Energy. And I'm going to have a decision to make. Oh, we see an Ultra Ball here. What's he going to grab here? If he grabs a Shaman and we top take an energy, we can win that way. He actually gets a Jirachi here. That's pretty scary for my opponent now. If we top deck a water energy, we actually just knock out that Jirachi. We have 1, 2. Okay, so we see Clamperl getting hit here. I'm actually just going to send up Ho-Oh here and win the game. 20, 40, 60, 80. So, oh, we get a water energy. No, we could have just won with Clamperl. But here we'll Verse Seeker for a Lysander. I don't know why he dropped that Jirachi. Put a water energy here. Lysander up this Jirachi, and we'll Rainbow Bird for the knockout for 200 damage. Ho-Oh doing some damage there. And there's a game with Huntail Ho-Oh. You can see how strong it is. We got a turn 3, 170. But we'll play another game with it since that game was fairly quick and wasn't that exciting. We just saw Huntail kind of run over the deck, which that's what kind of Huntail pretty much does. If it gets set up and starts taking quick knockouts, what can the opponent really do except take out 1 prize attackers while you're taking out EX knockouts. But here we'll see another game here in a second. Alright, so putting its Sleepy Soul here, playing a Psychic Lightning Colors deck. And we have the advantage here. Heads. Alright, sweet. We get to go first. And let's see. Our turn here. Let's see what we get. A mulligan. Fairly nice. Mulligan number 2. Mulligan number 3. Alright, we start a Clamperl. We get an Acrobike. We get a Silver Bangle. We get an Ultra Ball. We got a pretty good turn 1 here. Maybe we can draw into another energy and discard that. At least we got an end to get rid of his turn 1 mulligans. I think he has up to 3. So it looks like maybe Night March, Hero Acrobike. Ooh, we'll Battle Compressor here for sure. That's a pretty good turn 1 out the Acrobike. So we'll Battle Compressor, and here we'll discard a Fire. Let's discard a Ho-Oh and a Steel Energy. And here we'll discard a Psychic and a Lysander, and this can get us another Clamperl, just in case to get a crazy turn 1 Night March. We'll put a Silver Bangle on the bench one and play it in here. We get a Water Energy. We'll put on the bench one, just like I said, if it gets a crazy turn 1 Night March. But here we'll Rebirth and Tails. Boo. We'll sadly just have to end our turn there. But next turn, we can attach a Water Energy if he doesn't knock us out here. I think regardless, I'll still just Juniper the hand away, because we don't have a Water Energy in the discard pile. And maybe we could have a crazy 2 Ho-Oh Rebirth play, but let's see what Sleepy Soul has here. I can't remember everything that was in his deck. I remember Psychic and some other stuff. So maybe, hopefully it's Night March. Maybe it's Gourgeist. Maybe he's going to attack us with Gourgeist here. It's all a big mystery here. Here we see an Ultra Ball, discarding a Pumpkaboo and a Joltik. So it is going to be Night March here, which we should have a fairly good matchup here. Even though he could take quick knockouts on us, we can knock out their Mews and their Pumpkaboos and everything like that. So, and we have counter stadiums too to their Dimension Valleys, which is always good having the counter stadium. So that way they have to get the other counter stadium and maybe get another energy. Here we see a Pumpkaboo coming down. We see a Mew. Puts a light energy on there. Now, if I was in his shoes, I would actually be attacking with Pumpkaboos and not these Mews here. This is not the best answer or best solution here. We see a Roller Skates flipping heads, getting 3 cards there. Very strong for my opponent. Another Battle Compressor here, or his first Battle Compressor. Whatever I just said was a lie. But he hits a Battle Compressor here. Probably going to discard some Chandelures. There's 1, 2, 3. All right. And let's see, what is my opponent going to do here? Probably just a pass. I mean, he doesn't have a DC. Here we see Escape Rope, ranking up a Mew, Dimension Valley. Does he have a Joltik or not? It's the big question here. And if he doesn't, we can probably knock out this Mew next turn. Questionable play by my opponent if he doesn't have a Joltik in his hand. And he doesn't. Alright, he doesn't even retreat it. It has a 1 retreat cost. So here we're Battle Compressor. We'll discard some more energies. And maybe a Ho-Oh. Let's see here. There's 1. There's 2. Whoops. Oh man, I don't know why I did that so early. I forgot to discard another energy. Sorry about that. But we can discard another Ho-Oh. We'll get a Huntail out. Put it down. I missed out on the I don't know why I clicked that so early. But here with Juniper, alright. We get an Acrobike. Get a... I guess we'll get a Clamperl for next turn. Put down Clamperl. Put down a Huntail. Here we'll use abilities. Come on, Rebirth. Give me heads here. Alright, sweet. So we get 1, 2, 3. And we got 3 more energies in there. So we'll use once again. Come on, Rebirth. Give me heads. And we do. Very nice. 1. So we got 3, 6, 7, 8. We're doing 160 turn 1. And I think we have a Silver Bangle too. So we can do 190 here. 2. The flips were on our way this game. So here we'll Powerful Storm here for 170. I thought we had okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I didn't attach a Water Energy per turn. That's what messed me up there. I forgot to attach a Water Energy. But we still knocked out Mew there. Here we see an end for my opponent. We see a Battle Compressor. Gonna discard some stuff. And we got our own Battle Compressor, so we can discard another Ho-Oh, maybe discard some more energies, attach a Water Energy this turn, unlike last turn like I did. I don't know why I didn't do that. I guess I was just so excited to Powerful Storm, I was so excited that we flipped 2 Ho-Oh heads. Now the only scary thing in here is he could technically Light Center up these Ho-Ohs and knock them out with Pumpkaboo, and If he doesn't drop another Mew, that could be troublesome, but we'll see what happens here. He's playing a Battle Presser right now. I imagine he'll discard some another Lampent and 2 Joltix, or 2 Pumpkaboos, depending what he's feeling like. Oh, let's see what he discarded here. A Pumpkaboo, Escape Rope, a Bicycle. Okay, that's not the cards I thought, but here we see Huntail going down. We'll send up this Huntail. Put a Water Energy here. And, have we played Super Rod? Okay. So I'm actually going to play Douse Machine, discard these 2. And we're going to get Super Rod to get back some Huntails and stuff. So we'll get a Huntail, Clamperl, and a Water Energy. How many Water Energies in the discard pile? Just 1. Alright, 2. So we have 4 left. Let's just do 3 Pokemon. That seems fine. We'll Verse Seeker for a Juniper and play it. Okay. Get Ultra Ball, discard a... Oh, I guess we're playing Acrobike instead. I kind of want to save that, but I guess today we're not. We'll get a Juniper. I wanted to save it just in case if we need to get a supporter, but that works either way. But discard a Ho-Oh and a Grass Energy. We'll get another Huntail. Evolve him. Put a Clamperl down. Do we have 3 energies in the discard pile? I don't think we do. We only have 2 right now. So I'm going to save it, and here we'll just Powerful Storm for 140. Knocking out Pumpkaboo here. There's our 3rd energy there that we need for the Ho-Oh. Alright, so here comes his Pumpkaboo. We see a Joltik go down. Does he have another DC? And he does. So it's going to be up to me every turn to get an energy. Here we see an N for my opponent. Okay, sweet. We got a Juniper. Alright. 20, 40, 60. We can actually knock out Pumpkaboo with a Ho-Oh if we feel like it. But I'm not going to do that. We're going to keep going with Huntail here and keep the party going. Alright, so you'll see another Night March. We'll send up Huntail here. I feel lucky. Alright, put down Huntail and one Juniper. Give me Water Energy. And wow, we whiff it. Oh man, that is great. Alright, sweet. So put Skyo Bridge, counter his Dimension Valley. Do we have 3 in the discard pile now? We have 1, 2, 3. So here we'll just Rebirth, Tails, Boo, and sadly we just have to end our turn there. We whiffed the Water Energy. Oh well. Happens to the best of. Here we see a Battle Compressor. Probably just trying to thin out its deck some. Maybe going to play a Juniper. I'm trying to get that other Dimension Valley or an Energy. Alright. We should have just sent up Ho-Oh and just Rainbow Burn for 20, 40, 60, 80. Yeah, that would have knocked out Pumpkaboo. But I'm just trying to be fun here, trying to use the Huntail strategy, which didn't work out there. But that's okay. Let's see, what's he going to discard here? A Battle Compressor. I just imagine there'll be cards that he doesn't really need. Maybe some more Escape Ropes or something. I don't know. Let's see here. He has 3 Lampets, maybe another Lampent. My opponent's inactive here. Camby was trying to get him. Give him the Banhammer, Camby. Don't stop. Oh, he could discard other Mews if he needs to. Alright, so let's see what he discarded here. He discarded a Bicycle and a Roller Skates and an N. Or no, just Bicycle and Roller Skates. Questionable play because if we end him down and he doesn't draw into those, it could be bad. Here we see a Roller Skate Flippin' Tails. No drawn 3 for him. Now, does he have energy or Dimension Valley is the big question here. Let's see what happens. Still waiting on Sleepy Soul. He must be kind of sleepy because it is kind of late. We see a DC actually go to Joltik, and we see a Juniper here. We see a Mew, and the Mew is questionable because we can easily just life center that up and take the last 2 prizes. But here we see a Night March here knocking us out. I'm going to send this Huntail, of course. And let's see. Oh, Water Energy. There you want to come now. Alright, so we get that there. We'll put the Skyo Bridge down. And here I'm actually going to Verse Seeker for a Lysander. And we're going to break up this Mew. Knocking it out right now. But first, before they do that, we're going to Rebirth here. Heads. Sweet. We get more energies. Oh, we don't have enough. Oh, what's going on here? Did we not discard that fighting energy earlier? I thought we did. Maybe we didn't. Oops. Alright, but here we're Lysander of the Mew. And here we'll Powerful Storm for the knockout. Taking 2 prize cards. Alright. So next turn, we can knock out this Pumpkaboo with a Ho-Oh. Maybe he can Lysander, knock out a Huntail or Ho-Oh, but that's whatever. Not exciting. Alright, so let's see what he's going to do here. Or we could go for another massive powerful Storm play if he doesn't knock out our Pumpkaboo. There we see a DC going to Joltik. Does he have a Dimension Valley or not? There's a DC getting picked up off the Joltik. He realizes, like, oh, I don't have a way to attack this turn. But let's see. Either way, we have the win here. We see Lightning Energy go down to Pumpkaboo. And we see a Night March for 140. Here we'll send up Goodo, Ho-Oh. And we're just going to play the Juniper, trying to draw to that Fighting Energy. There it is. We got the Fighting Energy. And here we'll Rainbow Burn for 100 damage, knocking out Pumpkaboo, taking another victory with Ho-Oh, Huntail. And hopefully you enjoy this deck. It's a lot of fun playing it. You can see how strong it is if you get rolling. You can start taking out knockouts fairly quickly there. We beat a Latios Crobat deck, we beat a Night March deck, which Night March is a fairly fast deck, and we beat that too. But hopefully you enjoy this deck, enjoy this game. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions for Expanded Friday, leave those down below. I do read all comments. I really do like the feedback that I get from everybody. But hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching once again. Alrighty, bye.